What is up, guys? It's Tang here, and today I am back with probably the craziest video that I have ever uploaded to my YouTube channel. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. So as you can tell by the title of this video, yes, we did get two GreatOne moose on my map at the same time. I didn't take them out at the exact same time. They were a couple minutes apart, but it was still a cool experience, and not many people get to take out more than one GreatOne at the same time. So we're going to show off the first GreatOne moose that we spawned. So unfortunately, I do not have the clips of me reacting, so I apologize to that. But this was not my first time spotting this guy. This was just me checking out what is respawned over here. But as we will see, over to the east side of this lake, we have a quad paddle spruce. Now, to be honest, it's kind of a goofy combo, but it is what it is. We finally got a butterfly rack. And that leaves me with just the 50-50 rack, but I've said this, that it's more than likely going to be like a secondary objective. Main reason being that it's just both the typical and non-typical at the same time. By the way, have you ever seen a moose go flying before? Well, now you have. But yeah, I ended up spawning that quad paddle spruce the night of January 31st, 2024. And then I decided to stack him to see if I can get another GreatOne moose on my map. Which is what I originally intended for the last GreatOne moose, but in the end I ended up taking it with a bow. But when I stacked it, it did not take long. As you can see, we have a second GreatOne moose. And not just any, it is a typical rack, fabled birch. And oh my goodness, is he gorgeous. This right here has become my absolute favorite GreatOne that I have ever spawned. And whenever I spotted him, I said, "Oh, that didn't take long, and it is a birch." And I was just saying how much of a beauty, and that this is the fur that I've always wanted. Honestly, even though it's not a big non-typical, this is still a gorgeous moose. And honestly, I could not be any more happy with this combo. I am not going to complain. This is probably the most popular GreatOne moose combo that there is. And now looking at it, it's pretty ironic that I made that YouTube short with my fabled, speckled, big rack GreatOne moose, my big rack whitetail GreatOne, and my Irish elk fabled silver fallow deer. The fallow and the whitetail have not changed, but this typical birch now takes the cake, takes the crown, is my favorite GreatOne that I've ever gotten in Call of the Wild, and probably my new favorite trophy that I've gotten in this game. So for the weapons I decided to use to take out both of the GreatOnes, I decided to use the crossbow and the drilling gun. Now before I actually show off the clips of me taking out both of the GreatOnes, I figured this is worth mentioning. The clips you're about to see are how some of the other parts of my map are set up and managed. I figured it's fair that I show off the other parts of my map and how I have them set up / managed, because I'm probably going to have a couple people that will accuse me of hackusations, just like a lot of the other content creators do. And I want to go out and say that I have not installed any kind of mod that would give me an unfair advantage in this game to get GreatOnes. I am using a tactic known as herd management. And what that is basically shooting down your zones to nothing but small fries, which are 1s, 2s, or a couple of small level 3s that look like level 2s. Another thing is that it involves you stacking your max level so you could get them in the herds that you want them to be in. And what that does is it causes the game to try to find that perfect balance between both big and small level animals. And this can pretty much be done with any animal. Now, herd management's kind of a controversial topic in Call of the Wild's community, because there are some people that say it's cheating. Which, it's not necessarily cheating, it's just another form to grind and how you want to play the game. The devs themselves say they don't see it as cheating and just a way of, like, min-maxing. And if you're one of those people that don't want to use herd management, that's fine by me. But I just figured I'd get that out of the way, that I do not use cheats in any way, shape, or form on PlayStation. As far as I'm concerned, there's a possibility that if you do use cheats on PlayStation, you can get IP banned for that. So now moving away from that, this is just me warming up with the crossbow before I actually take the GreatOne moose. And this is just another clip before I actually go and take out one of the GreatOne moose, because I figured I'd get another practice shot in, because I'm going to be shooting it broadside instead of frontal like that last one. Now, I didn't warm up with the drilling gun because I've had enough experience. It's really no different from a normal rifle, except it doesn't have a lot of range. But anyways, I decided to take one last good look at both GreatOnes before I put them to sleep. So I decided to take out the quad paddle spruce with the crossbow first, and then I decided to take out the typical birch with the drilling gun. And when I say I'm using the drilling gun, I'm using the rifle bullet and not the slugs or buckshot. But I'm going to let you guys enjoy me taking out the first GreatOne moose, and then we'll get to the second one. Not gonna lie, I think the spruce and the butterfly rack is kind of a goofy combo, but it's still a cool moose, and I'm very happy to have the butterfly rack, as that was one of the racks I was missing. So now it was time to take out the second GreatOne moose, and what is now my favorite GreatOne ever that I've gotten in Call of the Wild. With those perfect shots, you honestly cannot write that any better. This is such a gorgeous combo. As I said, I think the butterfly spruce is pretty goofy, but the typical birch is such a gorgeous animal. Originally, I said I wanted to have the big non-typical rack with this fur type, but at this point, I don't even care. This is perfect. It's pretty much everything I wanted out of a GreatOne moose. I'm still going to continue to grind moose for the oak, ashen, and two-tone fur types, and possibly the 50/50 rack. Now, as you can see, I decided to place the birch on a full body mount, and the quad paddle spruce went on a wall plaque. Honestly, at this point, I don't even care if we get a big non-typical birch. This is perfect. I am happy with this. And like I said, this is now my favorite GreatOne that I've ever gotten in Call of the Wild. And hopefully I can get this luck with the bears and get one eventually. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as we are almost at 500 subs. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.